in Norwegian, it's basically superwoman. So every time you hear Master Maid, in your head translate that to superwoman. Make sense? All right, enjoy.
Once upon a time, there was a young man named Leif.
Now, Leif was a likable person, but he never wanted to listen to anyone.
And he always had to do things his own way.
His father told him,
"My son, it's good to be independent, but you have to know when to listen to others."
Now, Leif didn't want to hear that either, so he said,
Father, I'm going out into the world where I can do things just as I like.
his father begged Leif not to go, but the more his father pleaded, the more Leif wanted to go. Finally, his father said,
"Your stubbornness is bound to land you in trouble, but at least take this piece of advice from me. Don't work for the troll."
So where do you think Leif went? Right to the house of the troll.
Leif knocked on the house of the troll, and the troll himself answered it.
he was huge and uglier than anyone you cared to meet.
Pardon me, sir. I'm looking for work.
Are you now?
Said the troll, grabbing the boy's arm.
I could use a fella like you.
The troll led him into the stable and said,
I'm going to feed my goats. Since it's your first day, I won't ask much of you. Just shovel out all this dung.
Well, that's kind of you, sir. You're surely easy to please.
But just one thing. Don't go looking through the rooms of the house, or I'll make an end to you.
When the troll had gone, Leif said to himself,
Not to look through the house, why that's just what I want to do.
So Leif went looking through all the rooms of the house till he came to the kitchen. And there, stirring the big iron pot, was the loveliest maiden he had ever seen.
Oh my, what are you doing here?
I've just got a job with the troll.
Then heaven help you. Get out of it. Weren't you worried about working here?
I was, but I'm glad I came anyway, or else I would have never met you.
Well, the girl liked that answer, so they talked and talked and talked some more, and before the day was done, he held her hand in his.
Then the girl asked,
What did the troll tell you to do today?
Something easy. I just need to clear the dung from the stable.
Easy to say, but if you use the shovel the ordinary way, 10 scoopfuls will fly in for everyone to throw out. Now, here's how to do it. Turn the shovel around so you shovel with the handle. Then the dung will fly out by itself.
So Leif went to the stable and took up the shovel, and he said to himself,
What she told me can't be true.
so he shoveled the ordinary way.
and within moments he was up to his neck in dung.
I guess her way wouldn't hurt to try.
So he turned the shovel around and shoveled with the handle. Soon, dung was flying out the stable. In a while, the stable looked like he had scrubbed it.
On his way out, he met the troll coming up with the goats.
Is the stable clean?
Tight and tidy.
And he showed him.
You never figured this out for yourself. Have you been talking to my master maid?
Master Maid, what sort of thing might that be, sir?
You'll find out soon enough.
The next morning, the troll was going to go off with his goats. He told Leif,
Today I'll give you another easy job. Just go into the pasture and fetch my stallion.
Thank you, sir. That won't be any trouble.
But mind you stay out of the house, or you won't live to tell the tale.
when the troll had gone, Leif went right to the kitchen and sat down right next to Master Maid.
Did the troll threaten you against coming here?
He did, but he'll have to do worse to keep me away from you.
So they talked and talked and talked some more, and before the day was done, he gave her a bunch of flowers.
Then Master Maid asked,
What did the troll have to do today?
Nothing hard. I just need to fetch a stallion from the hillside.
Yes, but how would you manage? It would charge at you shooting flames from its mouth and nostrils. But here's how to do it. Take the bridle hanging by the door and hold it in front of you as you get near to the stallion. Then it will become as tame as a pussycat.
So Leif threw the bridle over his shoulder and went to fetch the stallion. But he said to himself,
That horse looks gentle enough.
so he walked right over to it.
As soon as the stallion saw him, it charged at him, shooting flames just as Master Maid had said.
Barely in time, Leif cut the bridle off his shoulders and held it before him. Then the stallion was as tamed as he pleased.
On his way up, he met the troll coming up with the goats.
Did you fetch the stallion?
Safe and sound.
And he showed him.
You never figured this out for yourself. Have you been talking to my master maid?
Master Maid, didn't you mention that yesterday? I'd certainly like to know what it is.
All in good time.
The next morning, the troll brought Leif to Master Maid.
Cut him up and throw him in the stew, and wake me when he's done.
Then he lay down on the floor and started snoring.
Master Maid took a butcher knife down from the wall.
You wouldn't.
Don't be silly.
She pricked the tip of her little finger and squeezed 3 drops of blood onto a 3-legged stool. Then she put some old rags and shoe soles in the stew pot, along with some dung and the kitchen garbage for good measure.
Then she gathered a wooden comb, a lump of salt, and a flask of water.
Quick, we must flee while we can.
Are you sure we need a rush?
The master maid pushed him out the door and over to the stable. They saddled 2 horses and rode away at full gallop.
Meanwhile, the troll was stirring from sleep. Without opening his eyes, he said,
Is he ready?
The first drop of blood answered in Master Maid's voice.
Tough as leather.
so he went back to sleep.
A little later, the troll woke again and called.
Is he cooked?
The second drop of blood said,
Still chewy.
and the troll went back to sleep again.
At last, the troll woke up and said,
Isn't he done yet?
The third drop of blood said,
Tender and juicy.
Still half asleep, the troll stumbled over to the pot and scooped up some stew in his mouth. Then he sprayed it across the room.
That little witch!
Then his eyes grew wide.
She must have run off with the boy.
The troll raced to the stable and saddled his stallion. Then he rode after them like a whirlwind, with his stallion breathing fire as it went.
In a little while, Leif looked behind them and saw the troll chasing them.
We're lost.
But the master maid threw the wooden comb over her shoulder.
Wooden comb, bless my soul, turned to trees and stopped the troll.
The comb changed to a thick forest and the troll had to stop. Then the troll said,
I know how to deal with this.
and he called out,
Forest cutter, curse her soul. Cut the forest, help the troll.
The forest cutter appeared out of nowhere and cut a path for the troll.
Leif looked back and again saw the troll chasing them.
We're done for.
The master maid threw the lump of salt behind her.
Lump of salt, bless my soul, grow to mountain, stop the troll.
The salt turned to a craggy mountain, stopping the troll. Then the troll said,
I know how to handle this too. Forest, mountain crusher, curse her soul. Crush the mountain, help the troll.
The mountain cruncher appeared and bored a tunnel straight through the mountain.
Meanwhile, Leif and Master Maid came to a sea. They found a tied-up boat, left their horses, boarded the boat, and left for far shore.
They were halfway across when the troll rode up to the water.
I know how to handle this too. Water sucker, curse her soul. Suck the water, help the troll.
The water sucker appeared and started drinking up the sea. Soon, the boat was scraping the bottom.
It's the end of us.
But Master Maid took out her flask.
Drop of water, bless my soul, fill the sea and stop the troll.
She poured overboard a single drop, and the drop of water filled the sea.
Drink it up! Drink it up!
But not another drop could the water sucker drink. Then, Leif and Master Maid reached the far shore.
The troll was so distressed he jumped into a valley and was never to be seen again.
It wasn't then till Leif and Master Maid came home, and not long after then till they had a wedding.
The minister asked Master Maid,
Will you love, honor, and obey your future husband?
Never mind that. It's best if I obey her.
And he did.
"What?"